Hey, wrestling fans! Hope you all had a good evening. Well, Survivor Series 2024 POE is in the books, and from my opinion, I think it was a decent, good show tonight. Um, the first match that kicked off Survivor Series was the women's War Games match. Um, the first 15 minutes, I think the match was kind of slow and sluggish, but then after that, it got better, and it turned out to be a very exciting match. I think all 10 women performed well in the ring. Very good match. I think all 10 women killed it in the match. So I think it was, despite the first 15 minutes that was slow and sluggish, I think it got better after that, and it turned out to be a very exciting match. I enjoyed it. Um, like I said, I think all 10 women performed well in that match. Then we had the United States Championship match between between LA Knight and Shinsuke Nakamura. This match was okay. I mean, I wasn't crazy over it, but it was okay. Um, I'm glad that Shinsuke Nakamura won the match and became the United States Championship because he only just came back, and the way I see it, if you're gonna bring him back, um, he should he should at least win a title. So I'm glad that Shinsuke Nakamura won the match and became United States champion. Um, Kudos to LA Knight and LA Knight. I think it was a great champion. Um, I'm sure he'll get another title shot down the road for either um, the United States Championship or or or, or the undisputed WWE Championship. But I definitely see him being champion again down the road. Um, we had the Intercontinental Championship, which featured Braun Breaker, Luca Kaiser, and Sheamus. Now, this was a very exciting match. Very exciting match. I mean, I think all three men performed well in the ring. Um, Great match. I think Braun Breaker and Sheamus and Lucas did great in the match. I enjoyed it. As expected, Braun Breaker did win the match and retain the Intercontinental Championship. So I like the way that they're using Braun Breaker. I think he's gonna be champion for a while. Far as Luca Kaiser goes, I definitely see him being champion down the road. I think he's having a very good 2024. He's been very impressive in the ring as of late. And to be honest with you, he doesn't need need the ring general Gunther to help with matches because I think he's capable of doing that himself. So I definitely see Luca Kaiser being champion somewhere down the road. Maybe not this year, but probably next year, where it be the Intercontinental Champion or United States Champion. But I definitely see him being champion somewhere down the road. Um, we had the World Heavyweight Championship match between Gunther and Damian Priest. This was another match that was just okay. I mean, like I said in my previous video, this match could have been scheduled for like a Raw episode. It didn't have to be on POE. And to me, I think this match could have been better, especially that Damian Priest, not Damian Priest, Finn Balor interfered in the match, which cost Damian Priest to win the World Heavyweight Championship match. So I think if you didn't have to interfere with the match, would have been much better. But like I said, this match did have to be on a POE. It could have been scheduled for like a Raw episode. Now, as far as Damian Priest and Finn Balor go, I don't think this feud is far from over. I think it's gonna go on, and quite frankly, I think this feud between the two has been going on too long. I think they need to end it. So I definitely see another match between Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Same thing with Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. I'm sure there's gonna be another match between those two. Maybe not for the World Heavyweight Championship, but I definitely see Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley having a match down the road. And that's another feud that's been going on too long. So they need to end that feud too. Let's see. And the last match, which was the main event, was the Bloodline War Games match between the OG Bloodline and the Bloodline 2.0. This was a very exciting match. I think this was my favorite match of the night. I think all 10 competitors performed well in the ring. Great. I enjoyed it very. I think personally, the men's War Games match was better than the women's. Because the women's, to me, I think it was just put together too quickly at the last minute. The third prop I didn't like about the women's War Games match, there was no storytelling, especially on the baby side, the baby face side, which is Bianca Belair, Bayley, Io, Naomi. So I think the storytelling in the women's War Games match could be much better, in my point of view. And I think they rushed that match together at the last minute. So, in my point of view, I think the men's War Games match was better than the women's. My point of view. Ultimately, Roman Reigns pinned Solo Sikoa to give the OG Bloodline the win. Now, as soon as they picked the victory and then see the members of the OG Bloodline hugging each other, I thought for sure that we're getting in for a surprise at the end, whether it be The Rock making an appearance or Seth Rollins coming out. But that's about it. That's how it ended. I thought for sure there'd be some sort of surprise at the end, especially after last year's Survivor Series War Games POV, where at the end of the men's War Games match at last year's Survivor Series War Games, CM Punk made his shock return to the WWE. So I figured this year they'd probably have another surprise, but that's how it ended. As far as where does Bloodline story go from here? Who knows? I'm sure we're going to see The Rock again soon. Soon. Whether it be at the Raw debut on Netflix or the Royal Rumble, but I definitely see The Rock come back sometime down the road And like I said, where does this lead, where does the Blood, where does this bloodline storyline lead now? Because even though the OC bloodline got the victory and Roman pinned Solo to get that victory, Roman then went back to the Fala and become the tribal chief again because Solo Sikoa has it. So, I mean, I do have a few theories. I definitely see a match between Roman and Jacob Fatu somewhere down the road, whether it be this coming year or the following year, because I think that would be a great match, hands down. I also see a one-on match between Roman and Solo down the road. So it's gonna be interesting. What's gonna happen next with the? It's gonna be interesting on what's gonna happen next with this Bloodline storyline. And I'm curious what favor Paul Heyman what favor Paul Heyman owes CM Punk. Here's my thinking. I think the favor that he owes CM Punk is that Paul Heyman is going to work on getting CM Punk a title shot. And I think it's going to be the World Heavyweight Championship. So, in my theory, I got a funny feeling Paul Heyman's going to get into Adam Pearce's ear in order to get him that title shot. And which means it's CM Punk would face Gunther. And if he wins the World Heavyweight Championship, that won't sit well with Seth Rollins. Hence, that won't. Because Seth Rollins held that title. He was the first ever World Heavyweight champion. He won it, I believe it was class at the I think it was Night of Champions 2023 at back in May of 2020. Back in May of 2023. I think it was in Saudi Arabia. But anyways, if somehow CM Punk wins that title, which is the World Heavyweight Championship title from Gunther, that will not sit well with Seth Rollins, which means that's going to lead him to face CM Punk for that title. And I think it's going to happen at WrestleMania 41. That's my theory. So my theory is that Paul Heyman's going to get in Adam Pearce's ear to get him that World Heavyweight Championship title shot, and CM Punk's going to defeat Gunther to win it, which is going to piss off Seth Rollins because he held that title first, which is going to lead to a match between Seth Rollins and CM Punk at WrestleMania 41. And that match will happen, hands down, next year. So that's my theory on that. All in all, like I said, I think tonight's Survivor Series War Games was a pretty decent, solid show. And I hope you all enjoyed Survivor Series tonight. We got Raw coming up on Monday. Should be another exciting Raw. I think it's taking place somewhere in Washington State. I don't know what city. But it should be exciting Raw. I'm looking forward to watching it. Now, this was the last POE until February 1st, which is Royal Rumble. So from now to February 1st, which is the Royal Rumble, you're only gonna have Saturday's main event, which is December 14th, and the Raw debut on the Raw debut on Netflix on January 6th. And I got a fun feeling both Saturday's main event, which is on December 14th, and the Raw debut on Netflix on January 6th is gonna have more of a PoE feel, considering they don't have any regular pre-live event until February 1st, which is the Royal Rumble. So, and as of right now, the matches at Saturday's main event is going to be Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, and you can have the finals of the Women's United States Championship Tournament. So, I'm sure more matches will be added to Saturday's main events. So, you got to stay tuned. I'm sure they're going to announce matches pretty soon since December 14th is not that far away. So it's about 2 weeks away. I'm happy that's taking place at the Nassau Coliseum on Long Island. It's my hometown, which I'm from. So it should be exciting, Matt. It should be an exciting show at the Coliseum on December 14th. And that's about it. Hope you have a great night, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Oh, and by the way, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel with subscribers. So please, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. Have a great night.